What's up? Ian here, and this is my combined review for the $20 and below iems, which I have unboxed and, well, given my first impression, preview some sort. And in this video, I'm just going to go through the sound performance of these iems, which is the 7Hz Zero, the TECHNICALITIES Warner, the QKZ HBB, and the KZ EDCX. Okay. All the videos of the unboxing, the first impression, and all that, I will start to line them up beginning now at the top right hand corner. So for those of you who haven't watched that, I do suggest to go and watch those videos before watching this video. Okay, and yeah, so in this video I'm just going to talk about the sound, what I like, what I don't like, and compare them. Okay, so this video is going to be quite lengthy. So for those of you who wish to skip around, I will timestamp this video. Okay, right, so let's just get right into it. First things we'll talk about is the accessories. Okay, now let's put them out there. So for accessories, this is my first place. All right, what I think it came with the best accessories, best packaging, and overall, you know, the quality of that lah. Okay, so this is the TECHNICALITIES Warner. Came with a very nice package, a very well laid out package, and the accessories as well. The cable is braided, right, and it's got good ear tips. Came with 2 sets of ear tips, so very good ear tips. And yeah, so in terms of that Warner, second would be the 7Hz Zero. The cable is pretty unique, right? It's 2-core, but it's not braided, and it's quite kind of a quality cable lah. Okay, so I like that as well. And the ear tips are color coded, right, which is the first I've seen, and it's very colorful lah. So I like the accessories on the 7Hz Zero as well. So that's the second place for this. Third place would be the QKZ HBB. This one I would say is normal, alright, normal accessories, nothing much to talk about. And last place would be the KZ EDCX. Okay, this one is just bare essentials. The cable and the ear tips is just bare essentials. Okay, so that's for the accessories. Okay, now let's talk about the overall technicalities first. Okay, soundstage. Okay, so soundstage, I would give the 7Hz Zero my first choice. Okay, the soundstage on this is very wide to the sides, very good depth, and well, I wouldn't say surround sound and not out of the head type of soundstage, but overall a very good imaging and sound space, all right, that it gives to me lah. Okay, so that's my first choice. Second choice would be the Warner. Okay, so this Warner, in terms of soundstage, it's got width and the height as well. Okay, and also it's got kind of a deep type of soundstage, not as deep as the 7Hz, but well, pretty good lah. Okay, so this is the second place. Third place would be the QKZ HBB. This one is more of an intimate soundstage. Okay, and I would say this is okay lah. It is wide to the sides, not a very holographic type of soundstage again, but yeah, I find that it's pretty okay, right? And of course, my least choice would be the KZ EDCX. Okay, so soundstage wise, I'm not even going to talk about that, but yeah. Okay, now tone and timbre, right? So in terms of tone and timbre, this is my first choice. Okay, 7Hz Zero. The timbre to me sounds more correct. Okay, tone wise, maybe not. Tone wise, I'll give it to the either the QKZ or the Warner, but in terms of timbre, okay, this is more of a correct timbre to me. Okay, second place would be the Warner. Is got a warmer type of tone, timbre, but it's I would say, yeah, not as analytical as the Zero, but yeah, in terms of timbre, this is not bad. Okay. Third would be this one, EDCX. Okay, so in terms of the timbre on this, it's not as warm. In fact, the warmest is the QKZ, right? To me. So now you guys know my preference. I like more analytical as compared to warm. Okay, so this is my layout. Okay, this is analytical type of timbre, more correct, and this is very warm, very fun sounding type of timbre. Okay, so this is my choice. Okay, now let's talk about tone. All right, so tone wise, I would give it to the QKZ, right, and then of course Warner. Okay, Warner, and the EDCX. Okay, so this is my choice in terms of tone, the weight of the tone. This is a very heavy tone, a very warm tone, to the very least lightest tone, and well, yeah, it's not as fun, not as I would say immersive type of tone, right? So, and not very musical. This is the most musical in terms of tone. Okay, right. So that's for the tone. Now let's talk about the resolution. Okay, and the imaging and the sound stage. Okay, I think I'll let me just compare or combine those few. Right. So in terms of the resolution, clarity, detail retrieval, my first choice would be the 7Hz Zero. So this one, in terms of detail retrieval and the clarity of the sound that is produced, I find that is quite good. Okay, is for $20 lah. Okay, in terms of price to ratio, this is the best performing one. And then my second choice would be the Warner. Okay, this would be I would say imaging and resolution is okay, right? But in terms of the resolution, this one gives me the best clearest the impression that this is the clearest. Okay, and then of course is the QKZ HBB, and then would be the KZ EDCX. Okay, in terms of resolution. Okay, this one is a bit grainy. This one is warm. Not much detail, bass boosted. Okay, this one not so much bass boosted, but it's still bass emphasized, and I still can't hear. Well, I still hear more bass than details. This one not so much bass emphasis, but there's still bass, but I can hear more details and more clarity, and thus impression that it's got more resolution. Okay, so this is my ranking, so-called ranking for resolution and imaging and sound separation. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about bass. Okay, so obviously in terms of bass, I would give it to the QKZ HBB. Okay, this one gives me the most bass, most fun bass, most engaging bass. Got good heavy note and very rumbly type of bass, right? And very punchy as well. So overall impression of the bass, QKZ, right? So this is got the most engaging bass. Second would be Tangju Warner. Okay, so this bass is a more controlled bass, and it is actually sounds more clean, right? It's a cleaner bass than the QKZ, but I prefer the quantity than the clarity lah. So in terms of bass lah, I'm talking about bass. I'm not talking about overall. Okay, so bass wise, I prefer this QKZ bass. Okay, then I would prefer this Zero. All right, not so much for the bass. Okay, this bass, in fact, no, Zero will be the last. This EDCX still produces quite a good amount of bass actually, and in fact more than the Warner, but the bass is a bit grainy. as compared to the Warner, and also a bit distorted. So I think in terms of quantity, of course, I'll put it here, all right? But in terms of what I like, okay, I'll put it here. So of course, my choice for bass would be QKZ, Warner, EDCX, and then 7Hz 0. Okay, now for mids, okay, mids, this is my choice. First choice would be the 0. Okay, so instruments and you know, in fact, instruments in general, okay, sounds more clear, it's more correct, it's got good tone, good balance of the timbre as well, and I find it, well, much more satisfying when listening to instruments on this. For vocals, well, they don't sound as engaging as some other bassy ones, but they sound more correct to me. So this would be my first choice. Okay, second would be the Warner. Okay, so this in terms of the warmth, okay, instruments, they sound a bit more forward, okay, as compared to the 7Hz 0. They sound a bit more warm as well, more character, and it's got a heavier note, okay, a heavier note than the 7Hz 0, but they sound colored, okay, so that's why this is the second place to me. Third place would be the QKZ HBB. All right, so this one, they sound warm, okay. Instruments, they don't sound as forward, in fact they sound veiled, and the vocals, they sound veiled as well, but they've got the most character to it, most note to it, and most fun, right? It's most fun IM out of the 4, okay, in terms of the mids, okay. And of course KZ, EDCX, right? So this one, in terms of the mids, actually this two is quite similar, right? But in terms of, I think, clarity, I would give it to the QKZ. Okay, now treble, same thing. I'll still give the first place to the 0 for treble. I find that the treble for this overall is a very balanced treble, not much, not too overly done kind of gain, not too bright, not too dark, and it's got enough air. So in terms of treble, I would give it to the 0. Okay, second would be the Warner. Okay, so Warner, actually, it's got a bit more air to the treble, but you know, it's either or. So but overall I'll still prefer the 0. They're actually pretty close in terms of treble, these two. Okay, now this two, the let's see, treble, I'll put this one here, which is the EDCX. EDCX has got a pretty bright treble, but to a point whereby sometimes it may be a little bit sibilant, okay, for the treble. But yeah, so that's the treble for that one. This one is actually a very easy to listen to, non-fatiguing type of treble. Okay, so this one, but then again, to me, it's not my preference. Okay, I like bright trebles. I like energy to the treble. So this one is more of a darker treble, and it's got easier listening type of experience. So you can listen to a lot of electric guitars, a lot of hi-hats, a lot of claps and shakers, and you will not get tired. Your ears will not say, hey, stop. Okay, no, this is actually a very good treble for those who are treble sensitive. Okay, but this layout is based on my preference. Okay, I'll just say that again. Okay, so now this is my overall ranking. Okay, what I like most to the least. Okay, and of course, this is my first choice, right? This is the one I'll go to for $20 and below IEM, which is the Cell Notes 0. Okay, my second choice, in fact, very close to the Cell Note Zero, is the Warner. Okay, this Warner actually sounds very good overall in terms of the overall tuning, the overall experience listening to my music on this. This is my second choice, the Warner. My third choice would be the QKZ HBB. Okay, and my fourth choice would be the KZ EDCX. Okay, now in terms of value, okay, value wise, okay, this is actually quite it's not surprising lah. Okay, so this is only $9.50, $9.50, and it can produce a well balanced tuning, a well balanced sound close to these few iems. Okay, and based on value, price to performance, this one is my first choice. Okay, it's really value for money, right? For whatever it can produce. If you look at the graph, okay, this is actually a pretty good graph at this price. Okay, next would be the the value. This is still $19. Yeah, but yeah, I'll give the value, the second place, to this one, the Tangju Warner. Okay, and then the third place will be the Zero, and the last place will be the QKZ, which, you know, came with a normal cable, normal ear tips, and is at $20. Okay, so in terms of value, KZ has got the best value, and yeah, so that's the layout that I would choose. Again, this is my choice. Okay, now would I recommend, and which one would I recommend? Based on my listening experience and my listening preference, I would recommend the Cell Note Zero and the Tangju Warner. Okay, these are the two that I will recommend. In terms, it's a solid buy. You can safely buy this two, and you will not regret it. Okay, so that's my choice. Right, so that is my overall review and choice. Yeah, and pros and cons. Well, not really pros and cons, but just to show you guys what is good, what is not, and what I recommend. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. It's not a very long video actually, but still, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and please do give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Right, so that's it for now. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day ahead, and I'll see you again in my next review. Cheers.